All right. But now, oh my gosh, as Russell was saying, the first guest is just an amazing, amazing person who's been around Burlington for long enough to do over 600 episodes of her Stuck in Vermont. Here's a little clip of what she's done.
In a state filled with artistic, unique, and innovative people, one woman has documented it all. Join Eva Sollberger and a few familiar faces on a whirlwind musical adventure to find out the true meaning of being stuck in Vermont.
Stuck in the pace car at Thunder Road. We're stuck in Vermont. Feeling stuck in Montpelier, in the water on Lake Champlain.
My name is Eva Sollberger. I live in Burlington, Vermont, and I've been making the video series Stuck in Vermont for the past 13 years, and there's over 600 videos. We're here in Burlington at Greenmount Cemetery. I'm taking a walk with my mom. Cemeteries are a great place to get some exercise and keep socially distanced. Today we're going to talk to some essential workers about what their lives are like during the pandemic.
I'm very proud to be a part of the group of people who can go to work and do something about this.
Today we are in Essex Junction at Frankenstein Castle. In this quiet residential neighborhood of split-level homes, one abode stands out. A 2-story addition towers over the garage, and a sea monster lurks in the yard.
Every day we look around and there's just instant inspiration.
My name's Eva Sollberger. Today we are here in Bristol at the Village Creamy Stand.
What do you like about Creamies?
Delicious. Creamy. It's a colloquial name for a soft serve ice cream. Okay, we get people from out of state here question that too and say, what is a creamy? And so it's kind of a Vermont thing.
My name is Eva Sollberger. We're here in South Burlington at Higher Ground for the 15th annual Winter is a Drag Ball.
Hi! I mean, you never know what you're gonna see, which is why I'm wearing no pants.
I do have a mustache. Sorry, this is my trainer. Ouch!
I think it's fierce. It's go big or go home.
It's Drag Ball 2010, and we know where it's at.
Yep, we do.
We know where it's at.
This year, it's the Drag Ball of Good and Evil, brought to you by the fabulous House of LeMay.
Good evening, I am Amber. I'm Marguerite. And I am Lucy Bell. And we are the House of LeMay.
This is the party of Vermont right here.
Energy has just been dynamic.
Oh my God, I think anyone who is anyone is here.
And it's not just the queer folks, it's all the allies as well. It's the biggest, bestest party of the year.
Oh, yeah, that's just part of the 600 episodes that Ava's done over the years. So let's say hello to Eva Sollberger. Hey, girl.
Hi, Amber. I'm so happy to be here with you. It's amazing.
You're catching it. That's right. Thank you so much. Wow, that was just a quick glimpse of the past 13 years of your career as a videographer. I do have to tell you something. I remember right when you were starting out, you gave me a call like 3 days before Drag Ball and said, hi, I'm doing this new thing and I'd really like to come and chronicle Drag Ball. And I said, no, I don't have time for that.
I don't even remember that.
I do.
Oh, the pain.
And of course, after I saw what you did, I went, oh, shoot, I felt so bad.
Aww.
But, you know, of your 600 episodes, I believe myself and other members of the House of LeMay have been in 10 or 15 of them for Drag Ball, Art Hop, lyric theater shows, just you and us, you know, we're part of the community, aren't we?
It's so true. Every event you go to, I love the House of LeMays because you always bring the party. You're doing something good. You're often raising money for nonprofits and for wonderful community organizations. You always give good sound bites. So of course I always, I'm like, bing, let's go get a good sound bite from them. There you with my weird bubble. And there you are giving a great sound bite, of course.
Yeah, that was for the SmackDown at Higher Ground, and I've got the same coat on that I did then, but it's not buttoned up.
You get it on. I know. I was looking at that old video, like, oh, that's a long time ago, right there.
Yeah. So, you're still cranking them out. For a while there, you were doing one every week, and now you've. I like the way you put it. You're cutting down to twice a month, but there's more content.
That's what I'm trying to do. So starting with the 600th, I had that big musical episode in the 500th, which you were fabulous enough to come to. Thank you so much. You always show up, and I love that. And you come and you bring the energy, and it's wonderful. I mean, you're an asset to this community. The whole House of LeMay is an asset. But starting with the 600th, I went to twice a month. And my goal has been in doing that to dive a little deeper, have more time for more interviews, get a little more in depth, just to kind of keep it interesting for myself, to change things up a little bit. And then the pandemic hit.
Yeah, how is that? How is that affecting what you're doing?
It's affecting it. For me, I've always documented whatever I'm doing. So I've had surgeries. Yeah, there I am wearing a silly outfit too. I like to wear silly outfits. I've had surgeries, and I made videos about them. Our lovely friend Matt Thorson.
Oh my gosh, that was wonderful.
Lovely Matt Thorson. When he was dying, we made a video, and it's sort of how I process things. So when a pandemic started, part of me just wanted to hide in my house and freak out. But if I wasn't making these videos, that's what I would be doing. So it kind of gives me something to put my energy into. Yeah, like your live show, which is fabulous. I mean,
that's why I started it.
Wonderful. Yeah, it's, connect with community members. You're doing it safely. You're doing it through the internet, which is great. And then that means people all over can tune in, which is wonderful. And so I've been trying to, at first I was doing a lot of remote things. I was interviewing people remotely. And I've started going out and shooting more. I do live with my mom who's older, so I'm being careful how much I expose myself. I'm trying to be. We all should be. Yeah. I don't know how I'm going to do the winter. I've been trying to figure that out because I've been filming outside. I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do in the wintertime. Yeah. It's not as easy. But I did a video about Todd Townsend, who you probably know from the theater world, who had COVID. Yeah. I did a video on a whole family that had COVID. I crowdsourced when we were all stuck at home when this all started, and people gave me videos about what it was like being stuck at home, what they were doing. And I'm just trying to sort of document this historic time as best I can, like everybody is, we're all just trying to make sense of it and get through it, essentially.
Your most recent show with the gentleman from Bristol, his 109th birthday.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Yeah, 109 Bill James in Bristol. I mean, I can't even. Yeah, he was alive during the first pandemic. He was just a little kid, but he was alive.
He was just, you could just see Bristol's a small town in Vermont, and this guy's 109 years old, and you could tell he just has personality just oozing out of him. And so they had a parade by his house, and it was just phenomenal. It's a great episode, and it was just, he was fun. You just went, I want him to be my grandpa.
I know. That's my bread and butter, is I love finding people like Bill who are just quirky and fun and have interesting stories. And he was obviously so beloved by the people in town. You could just feel, even though they were kind of, zipping by, you could tell from how many of them they were that they just loved him. And that was so, Vermont is full of interesting people like that. Yeah. And that's, what you love too about it, probably.
So have you went into a show or an episode or a project thinking, this is going to be so great, and then it just goes, pfft.
Yeah. No, never happens. Unfortunately, that has happened. And it's just, you do your best, especially when I had a weekly video. You're shooting during the week that you're editing. and I edit a lot. So I edit between 30 to 40 hours per video. So they're just more highly produced. So I would be shooting while editing, trying to turn around these things. And sometimes the whole shoot would fall through. You know, you'd have this great thing planned and then you're like, I gotta find something in a day to put together. So you just kind of have to be flexible. Some videos turn out better than others. You don't, there's just like a magic to it. In yoga, I knew that was going to be a good video. And it was.
So, do you have a favorite of six after 600?
Oh, everyone with you in it, of course. You always make the videos better.
One of my favorites was when you had us sing the Stuck in Vermont, your theme song. We did that in Winooski a couple years ago.
Yes, at Waking Windows. Remember, it was Waking Windows. Must have been in 2017.
Yeah.
And you showed up because you're amazing. I mean, I really appreciate that. I really do. It's so much of life is just showing up, and then you always bring positivity, and you sang, and it was fabulous. And
well, it's just you have to make an effort. You just can't wait for the parade. Sometimes you have to lead the parade. and there we are at some event. I think that was
Fire Truck Pull.
Fire Truck Pull. Yes, yes. I was the starter for that.
Oh,
yes. That was a fun event. Yeah,
so
but
much fun.
I like being a part of the community. Like I said, you can't wait for other people to do stuff. Sometimes you just got to do it yourself.
Yeah.
So, who's I don't want to say the most famous person, but have you had any? There's some Vermont people, but have you done any celebrities? Have you interviewed any celebrities? I don't need to get into your personal life.
Right. Good question. I stick pretty Vermont-y with the Stuck in Vermont series.
Yeah.
Grace Potter, she's a celebrity in my mind. I mean, she's fabulous.
Yeah.
And she's also someone who is just so lovely as a person, not to mention an amazing performer. I filmed her when she did like a pop-up concert on Church Street. She blew everybody away.
That's how she started.
Oh, she's amazing.
Just playing on Church Street.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Well, this was like the whole street was full. This was after she was famous. And she came back and she gave interviews and she was fabulous. And then, Rusty DeWeese, of course, Rusty is Vermont famous, fabulous actor.
The logger.
The logger. He's just, and again, he's made a career here, which is fabulous.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what other nationally famous people I can't think of any off of the top of my head. I did just do a video on these two farmers who are YouTube celebrities. You should interview them. Yeah, they are in Caledonia County. Is that right? They're called Goldshaw Farm, and their YouTube channel has over 116,000 subscribers.
I see Russell writing things down.
Yeah. It would be a great interview. And it's essentially this gentleman, Morgan Gold, and he has a cute dog, and they raise ducks and geese, and he talks about the farm, and people love it. Like every time he posts a comment, people are and anytime he posts a video, people comment on it, like hundreds of comments, because people are very invested in this farm life that he's sharing with them. And he's great at making videos, and he's a YouTube celebrity. I
did notice that when we did that theme song at Waking Windows, that this couple came up to you. I forget where they were from, but
Florida.
They said they moved to Vermont because they had watched your videos.
That's what they said. Yeah, they're lovely. And I made a video about them because that's what I do. Yeah, they are the Bliss family, and they're a lovely family. And they were like, I met them at that event, and they said, we have watched every single one of your episodes. And I was like, oh my God. And we became friends, and I made a video about them moving to Vermont. They loved it here. They came from Florida. And I've met so many people. I'm sure you have as well at your events. It's so meaningful, this work, because you meet these really interesting, special, unique people. And then many of them I become friends with and stay in touch with over time. And that's one of the perks, essentially. So they might not be famous, but they're fabulous. And
that is just so cool. Someone made in a comment that you did Anais Mitchell, and now
that is true. Yeah, she is famous.
You did, or you interviewed her?
I was not able.
We'll save that for Amber After Dark.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I have interviewed her over the years, but not recently. Not since she got a publicist. Let's just say.
All right. Well, Eva, thank you so much. Go back to the green room. I hope Madge and Biscuit haven't drank all the vodka, so you can maybe share something with them. Okay, but come on back for the quiz later on. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Amber.
Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ah. Go to YouTube, go to her website, go watch. Just there's some, 6 to 8, 9 minutes long, just great snapshots of Vermont and fabulous people. Thank you so much, Ava.